Douglas Bickford. It is 8:45 a.m. on the 3rd of July, 2021. How y'all doing out there today? Now, I am one of the only ones on YouTube or on the internet teaching self-esteem. Absolutely, probably the only one. And how simple it really is. And it is very simple. All you got to do is look at yourself in the mirror and say, I love you. And at the same time, say, I love my inner child, and I'm going to nurture and take care of my inner child. And I got that one concept out of a book. It's called A Portable Therapist. It's in a link in the description of the video, of this video. Get the book, folks, because self-esteem has been, number one, it doesn't come naturally. And number two, it's been trained out of us. I call it brainwashing. She calls it trained. Okay. But anyway, I'm going through the book chapter by chapter, teaching self-esteem and how to attain it. But the very first thing you can do, like I just said, is a very important that you do those two things, say those two things to yourself in the mirror every day and keep doing it. Keep doing it. Because to attain self-esteem, it has to be practice and it has to be like lifting weights. So if you don't do it, you'll lose it. And so you got to say it daily. And what I suggest, you don't tell anybody you're doing that because they'll think you're nuts, okay? Because it's been just the opposite is being taught. Television, Facebook, all the social media. And one of the reasons that they do that to us is because people have no self-esteem buy to make themselves happy. So if you attain self-esteem, you won't buy from all them on the internet and the news. Because if you notice, commercials every 5 minutes on TV, commercials every 5 minutes on the radio, all YouTube has all the commercials, blah, 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 right? So, and that they know this. I mean, that would be considered a conspiracy theory, so I'm not going to go there. All I know is that how to attain self-esteem, and it's from the book, okay? Now, here's chapter 7. Isn't it normal? Wait a minute. That's not it. Chapter 9. What effect does my past have on me? This can be a very controversial question. Schools of psychology differ dramatically in their treatment of the past and its influence on the individual. And the person that wrote the book, this book, is called Susanna. Her name's Susanna McMahon. She has a doctorate in psychology, so she knows the brain and she knows what she's talking about. Perhaps the simplest answer would be as much as you want or needed to have. The answer is recognized as a gross oversimplification in some cases, as truly the traumatic childhood may produce significant blocks to development. I had one of those. I was sexually molested as a child by my father. In general, however, it is important to realize that no one had the perfect past and that all of us have experienced dysfunctional families or homes or educations or friendships. The major difficulty with the influence of the past on our present mode of living is that the past frequently is credited with responsibility for our present dysfunctional activities and behaviors, but all too rarely does the past receive the credit for our superb behaviors and our successes. We like to acknowledge the good stuff as ours right now and blame the bad stuff on the past or someone else. However, the past is very important to what we are at this moment because it has brought us to this place in time. Everything we have done, everything that has happened to us, All of our collective experiences have resulted in exactly who and what we are now, or what we now are. There is absolutely nothing any of us can do to change any part of our past. It is incredible then how much energy is wasted on the past, energy that cannot be used productively. If you are spending a significant amount of time living in your past, and you will know so by feeling guilty, by making what if and if only statements, then you are missing out on your life. You are not living in the present, and you are not doing the best you can do. You are making the past your enemy and allowing it to steal your time and your life. Your past, which includes every moment up to this one, while you're reading this, is gone. It is over. Untouchable, unchangeable. The best way to get out of your past and to let go of any over influence it may have on you is again another paradox. Let go by honoring, stop hating, regretting, fighting, wishing for, and denying. Accept the reality of what you had and what you missed. There is no going back now. Mixed in with all the bad stuff, and everyone's past life has large quantities of it, are some positive things. After all, you have arrived at this place in time. You have survived it all. Reward yourself for surviving and honor your past for what it taught you. If you do not like what your past has taught you, honor it anyway, for teaching you what does not work. Everything we have learned has value, if for nothing else but to help us prioritize by minimizing our options. Decide to use your past for your optimum benefit. Take what you need and remember it lovingly. Be objective. Look through your baggage and pick out the good stuff. Let the rest go from your memory, your actions, your life. Do not be afraid of your past. Ask for help in working through it. If this task seems overwhelming, you do not need to spend your present and your future life dealing with your past. Got to let go of it and don't worry about it, just like the book said. You can't do nothing about it. Just learn from it and get on with life. That's what I've done, and I'm still working on it. I had a 3.5-year toxic marriage, and it's been 8 months, but it's still there, and it's devastated me. It still hurt me. I went through a lot of pain, but from that pain, I've learned, because of it, going through a toxic relationship, I learned self-esteem. And that's what she's talking about, the good stuff that comes from the past. There's other stuff, too, that came from the past. I didn't lose another cat because I left the toxic relationship. So my past has done good things. I got self-esteem, and I was totally blessed because I got out of it. I call God the Great Spirit. I believe the Great Spirit makes things happen for a reason. Okay? Everything is under God, Great Spirit's control. And I believe that our life is already been set in stone. And it's the way it is. And we can live in the moment. If you live in the moment, not in the past or in the future, in anxiety, and you live for now, because everything right now is hunky-dory. I keep getting taught more and more lessons, okay? I just had one today. I started getting upset at this guy because he won't work on this boat I just got. I won't even look at it because it's a 64. And then the guy got mad at me because I was like, really? Why? I just want you to try to start it up for me and put it in water, blah, blah, blah. Because I've never owned a boat before. But anyway, I started getting upset about it. And then you got to just let go. It's nothing that can happen. You can't fix any of that. He won't work on it. That's the way it is. And instead of me even questioning it, I just said, okay, thank you. And just hung up on the guy. But then I started questioning him, and then that made him mad. And then he started getting mad at me. Because I was questioning him why he wouldn't work on my boat. But anyway, so I've let go of that. That's just one little incident that happens that ruins people's days. Okay. Anyway, so please get the book. Say those two things in the mirror, and I guarantee you your life will change if you say those two simple things. And then get the book, The Portable Therapist, in the link. It will change your life, folks. And I'll have more later for you. I'll have a great day today.